Corruption in assessment. What is corruption in assessment? The general definition of corruption states that it is a form of dishonesty or a criminal offense which is undertaken by a person or an organization which is entrusted with a position of authority in order to acquire illicit benefits or abuse power for one's personal gain. In some places, stiff competition for admission to favored schools creates incentives for corruption in admission processes. In many countries, exam papers or exam questions can be sold in advance to high-paying candidates. Oral examinations are even more open to corruption, as evaluations are subjective and difficult to monitor. Corrupt practices often become routine as candidates know how much a pass costs and expect to pay cash up front. In some places, such as the state of Uttar Pradesh in India, cheating in examinations has become so ingrained that when authorities tried to crack down on it, students protested and demanded their traditional birthright to cheat. Corruption in the education system erodes social trust, worsens inequality, and sabotages development. Examples of corruption in assessment include cheating and other academic violations, bribery, nepotism, and favoritism in school admissions, teacher appointments and licensing of education facilities, bid rigging in the procurement of textbooks and school supplies, and the diversion of funds and equipment. A case of corruption in assessment. In 2019, a scandal arose over a criminal conspiracy to influence undergraduate admission decisions at several top American universities. The investigation into the conspiracy was codenamed Operation Varsity Blues. 33 parents of college applicants are accused of paying more than $25 million between 2011 and 2018 to William Rick Singer, organizer of the scheme, who used part of the money to fraudulently inflate entrance exam test scores and bribe college officials. William Rick Singer founded Key Worldwide Foundation and the Edge College and Career Network as an organization that provides adequate support and credential preparation for incoming freshmen in the top colleges in America, such as Harvard, Stanford, Yale, and Princeton University. His organization received hundreds of thousands of dollars for bribery and fraud, as he would apply the students as scholars in sports where the college had severely reduced budgets in order to fund them. He had contacted the coach of the sport in charge and bribed them indirectly or directly in order for the student to be admitted into the university. The fake applications he made consisted of applying for disabilities in order to get a lower minimum SAT score required for college applications, as well as hiring people as the examiners in charge in order to ensure that the applicant had passed despite their abysmal grades. He had applied students with minimal or no interest in sports with a sports scholarship by providing fake health reports and forging awards received in competitions and credentials. Multiple lawsuits were immediately filed against universities and individuals. A total of 50 people have been charged in this investigation. This number includes 33 parents of college applicants and 11 named collegiate coaches or athletic administrators from 8 universities. 3 additional universities are involved, but no staff members from those schools have been directly named or implicated. It is believed to be Stanford, Harvard, and Northwestern. Impact of corruption in assessment. The examination system is central to societies based on meritocracy, and its fairness is crucial to ensuring quality outcomes in education. Corruption in the examination processes puts low-income students at a disadvantage, which reduces their equal access to a better life. Education that is supposedly free becomes prohibitively expensive for poor families when private tutoring is required to pass examinations and assessments. In some countries, private tutoring is tolerated. However, it is expressly banned in others, where regulatory and supervisory systems are weak. Teachers may try to supplement their incomes by providing paid supplementary tutoring after school hours for their regular pupils, despite formal bans. In the worst cases, those that clearly involve an abuse of power for private gain, educators teach only parts of the curriculum during school hours, forcing pupils to pay for the rest during private lessons. such practices exacerbate social inequities and severely curtail the prospects of the poorest and most vulnerable students. How to curb corruption in education? Several transparency promoting tools can be used in order to smoothly transfer and ensure that information and money that is being received is legitimate, such as participatory budgeting and social audits. The rules and procedures for hiring, rotation, promotion, professionalization, and training of civil servants must be monitored and assessed properly in order to ensure they are following the appropriate codes of conduct to be withheld. Systems of incentives must be suitable for preventing corruption from taking place by punishing individuals that break the moral code of the education system and credibility of the person in question. In conclusion, corruption in assessment has been and always will be prevalent in small ways and forms as long as the education system exists to benefit the people. With the upcoming years and a new generation taking over the workforce, corruption within the education system will hopefully decrease as better codes of conduct and resource management will occur as a reform to a very traditional system.